gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Can y'all hear me out there? All right. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Solo?
I can hear you.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear
Oh
me?
man.
Oh man, no, you didn't do it again, did you?
Unbelievable.
Did you do it again, man?
Unbelievable.
Come on,
Hold up. Was it on my end?
DJ. I
Let me
haven't touched a
see.
thing, baby.
Nope. I see you. I see you. Good Lord.
We got people coming
Too
in,
good to be
man.
true.
We got people coming in.
Too
Come on,
good
man.
to be
Come
true.
on, DJ.
Um,
How y'all doing? Hey, if you can hear me, give me a
let me,
thumbs up.
let me see if I can
If
hear
you can hear
myself
me, give me a
over
thumbs
here
up.
on YouTube. Okay, so I just can't hear you here.
You can't
So
hear
if
me
I
here.
talk and you answer me, I can hear you actually through YouTube. So I just
Okay.
can't hear you through the app, but I
Oh
can hear
man.
you on
Oh man.
YouTube.
We got to get this fixed, man. We got to get this fixed. Come on, DJ. You supposed to be teaching me, man. I'm in class, man. Look, I got my pen, I got my notes, my
Now,
three by five
let
cards.
me see if I can
How
work
y'all
this
doing
out.
tonight, folks? It's K Solo with my main man. I'm his right hand man tonight.
What's everybody doing? Yeah, and I appreciate you, man. I truly appreciate you being my right hand man because this was one of the times where I forgot to um schedule. Well, I just had so much going on with my grandmother and everything. You know, she's 101 years old. So just so much was going on. I lost track of time on a lot of different things. I lost track of time last week and I had some writing points down that I was going to do, but I couldn't find them. So I was like, oh. So that was, a disappointing moment for me. But I said, I remember what you said. So my man, you co-hosting tonight.
50
So
grand,
you
man.
you
50
ain't you
grand.
ain't a guest, you're a co-host
Yeah, I'm
today.
co-hosting,
Right
bro.
there,
I'm
black and white.
co-hosting. I'm co-hosting. How y'all doing, man? It's K Solo, host of Riding with K Solo, the podcast. And one of my mentors hit me up and said, "Hey, Solo, man, come on and sit in the right seat for me, man." And I told him, anytime you need me, hit me up because this is what it's all about. DJ FX, man, I appreciate you. You've been in the game for a while. When I came on, I would hit you up, you'd hit me up and give me pointers and suggestions about things, and it's all coming to fruition, man. And I thank you.
Hey, no problem. It's going to be a little delay, okay? So I just want you to know that because, like I said, I'm hearing you on YouTube, but I
Right.
gotta have that up because I can't hear you in my headphones
So, so,
until
so
I
do I
get
need
that
to? Should I log back out and
fixed.
log back in again? You want to try that?
But uh, yeah,
Okay.
that wouldn't hurt. That
Okay.
wouldn't hurt. Yeah, um,
Be right back.
when you do though. because your backdrop you're gonna have to do your backdrop and all that again too.
Okay. Before you bring it in, just do that.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
All right, so there it is, y'all. My man K Solo. Um, you know, you just don't know. I appreciate this guy because he's I've been trying to get him on my show for the longest, and being able to get him on to do this is a big help, and it goes to show that there's room for anybody and everybody. My door is always open. Um, I'm I'm transparent to a point. In other words, I'm not giving away all of my secrets, but you'll know something. Um, and we're going to talk a little bit more when K Solo get in because we want to talk about the work what we do to get our streams going on and get everything up and running. We want to talk about all of that. Um, I see you Solo, but I still can't hear you. Oh, do I have to go out and come back in? I'm not going to do that. Um,
Well, we'll just run it with a delay, man. We'll just run it with a
I
delay.
can't even. Let me see. Hold on. All right, we're gonna do our best. We're gonna keep it rolling. See, this is another example of the work that we put in. It's unpredictable of what can happen.
It is.
Um, this delay this is something else.
I hear you fine though, man.
This delay this is something else. I hear you fine. All right, let me try something. Hold on.
Folks, this is truly what we go through. Every episode, it's almost like a gremlin comes in, changes your dial, move things around, delete things, and every episode is a challenge to put it on.
Say that again. I got you. I got you. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. You got me now?
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. So we 100 now. All
All
right.
right,
So
good,
what's
good.
going on, everybody? Man. Oh boy. Yeah, I had to turn my mic off and then back on again, so I'll be able to register you. Okay. See, it's just trial and error, guys. When I say the work, it's work. Sometimes shows will go smoothly, and I'm always, having some kind of technical difficulties, and that's the reason why I changed to this new platform that I've got. However, um, things still don't go smooth because I'm still learning this particular one.
Right.
Um, Solo, go ahead and check my Facebook page for the YouTube live.
Gotcha. I got you.
It should be there, and you can share it.
Okay.
Um, I'm gonna see what's going on my MC Love Facebook page because people be on there and they'll make comments, but I can't see those comments for whatever reason, and that bugs the heck out of me. All right, so I see I'm going live, but I don't see any comments or anything like that. So none so far. Um, yeah, so the work that we put in, guys, it's not difficult. It's just a matter of knowing your equipment, knowing what's going on, and being able to bring forth a great show. Even with the mistakes, I believe this is still going to be a great show because it shows the transparency of what we deal with. Some of the things are behind the scenes that you don't see and you shouldn't see because, as we talked about, those are the secret ingredients that we can't share with you guys. We talked about that.
Hey man, I look at it like this. Anybody can come up and get a Big Mac. I'll give you a Big Mac, but I'm not gonna tell you what the special sauce is on the Big Mac. So I'm actually
Right.
giving it to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna teach you how to fish, man. I ain't gonna give you a fish. But my question, my question to you, DJ, is man, is like I said, you've been in the game for a while. I look up to you as a mentor. How was things back in the days when y'all were doing it? Because it's about 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Oh wow. Well, I started. I
20,
started.
2012, 2012,
I started
or
back.
before then.
Yeah, around
Maybe 20,
around 20. No, about
no,
2012,
no.
2013. Because I started with well actually no, I take that back. I did start in 2012, but
Right.
prior to that I was with a radio show, El Boogie, and
Hmm.
all I was doing was announcing the different bike events that was going on.
Okay.
And from that, she allowed me to bring a motorcycle club into the studio.
Right.
And that was the seed that was dropped, and God watered it from there because then I end up going to a um, internet radio studio 202. It was Studio 202 in DC.
Okay.
And I started MC Love there. That's where it
Okay.
all began right there. And it just blossomed. So from there, it was just a matter of getting a lot of local motorcycle clubs at the time to come on to the show.
Right.
But I had motorcycle clubs, I had social clubs, I had truck and van clubs come on,
So where were
and
you where were you pretty much, getting your talent from? I mean, was it local? Were you doing international? Were you doing East Coast, West Coast? Those are the things that I'm kind of curious about how you guys formulated what y'all were doing back then. Because I mean, you still had like I was talking to Tea Time. Tea Time was on the show too. And their platform was kind of similar.
well, back then they didn't have the algorithm.
Mhm.
Um, it was just the airwaves that was going on. People that just tuned in to whatever, and because it was internet radio, not like it is today.
Mhm.
We were still being able to reach people, but it was more local than anything at that time.
Okay.
It wasn't until I got to WUIM, a young lady, well, not a young lady. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say young lady. It was not until I got with them that
Mhm.
she told me about how the algorithm goes out to different countries.
Mhm.
Um, you know, West Coast, um, London, Ethiopia. I mean, wherever it goes out, because now this was at the point where the um, internet radio or the internet period had the algorithm,
Gotcha.
so we were able to reach more people that way. And unbeknownst to me, I was reaching people that I had no clue that I was reaching until she told me when she looked into her little data thing, that somebody from London respond about MC Love. They enjoyed the show.
Right.
Somebody from Japan, somebody from Africa, somebody, just different places. And I didn't know that.
Right.
I'm thinking I'm just reaching the USA, but
So
it was
so so
reaching more.
so was that YouTube platform? Was that Facebook platform? What were we on back then?
Back then, it was just the internet radio. It
Just
was just
internet.
internet radio. And what
Yeah.
I did, I was doing Facebook Live,
Uh-huh.
coincide, trying to do it so people can actually see what was going on
Right.
and talking to people and interviewing them. And then that ended up being canceled out. There's so many transitions going on with that. Then I was doing Facebook Live, strictly Facebook Live, and you could see the difference from Facebook Live to now, where YouTube Live
Right.
and these different platforms that are coming out with streaming apps um, is man,
So
it's a
so
big change.
yeah, so my question is any of this material archived? Where is it archived at? Where can we still go back and look at these interviews? Because, you know, that's the reason why I'm trying to archive some of these greats and people that I'm, interviewing on my platform.
Now, remember we was talking about our hard drives and all that stuff.
Hey, what's up, Road King? Hey, what's up, Shaquila? Hey, man, I'm not even
Uh,
gonna pronounce your last name because you already hit me up saying, Solo, you be killing my last name.
I just call him Knowledge Bully.
Mileage.
Bully. I just call him Knowledge Bully. Oh man.
Yeah.
K9, Miss Hot. Yes, I mean, I had a lot of stuff. Now, a lot of it, some of it I think I recovered, which was just audio, but
Hmm.
none of it was video.
Okay.
Some of the videos I might be able to go in my YouTube and you might be able to see some of it in YouTube.
Okay.
Um, you won't see it on Facebook when I was doing Facebook Live at the time because I got hacked. So that was just totally gone.
Right.
So a lot of the archive stuff, a lot of the old stuff, unfortunately, is not there. There were some snippets I had from when I was actually started out with L Boogie
Hmm.
on the Boogie Spot. There were some snippets where I was doing event announcements and stuff like that. And when we had the motorcycle clubs come in and she was interviewing them, we had all that stuff. But
Right.
again, a lot of that stuff is gone. So the
Man.
only thing that we can do now, and thank God we have external hard drives and the cloud, all of that stuff helps.
Okay. Good. Good,
So,
man.
um, and for those of y'all just tuning in, we're talking about the work we do to give you guys a good show. Um, on my end and on K Solo, it's about promotion, and we can't give you details of everything because what we got that secret sauce.
Man, the trial and error, secret sauce, failure, stress, the whole 9 yards. Because the way that I got started in it is I didn't want to get started in it. I didn't want to do this portion of it because I know the commitment and sacrifice that comes with it. But
Yes.
jumping into it with the Hoka Motorcycle Challenge and doing it 2 and 3 times a day for like 10 to 13 days, man, it wore me down. I'm telling you, man, that's things that were behind the scenes that I won't even discuss, but it wore me down to just stay up with those guys riding, looking at the big map, putting it together. I might as well have written it. The only thing I didn't get was a hurricane down in Florida. But all of that is stressful and tenseful. I mean, and the thing is, these big companies out there that's now doing it that has production crews.
Right.
You see guys like Two Lane Highways and those guys go on the road. The program look excellent. They got the top notch platforms. They got and that's why we be asking for donations. We ask for donations not to line our pockets with money.
No,
You know what I'm
no,
saying?
it's to help
I
out,
don't.
help build out platforms.
Exactly. We don't make money doing this. You won't make no freaking money doing podcasting until you hit the big time when you get 100,000 followers, when you getting all of these watch hours. So if you're gonna try to come in the game for that, you might and then you know be a cultural vulture. You might well just stay out the game, man. Because
Yeah,
the thing
yeah,
is, you can't come into the podcast industry, you can't come into it trying to cover the bike set just to be a quick fast or just to get fame, man. I come into it because I want to just leave a legacy and let other people's legacy be carried on. You know what I'm saying? We ask for donations so that we can get better better streaming platforms, so that it
Mhm.
looks good, so that we can get the right programs. You know, maybe hit the road and maybe be able to set up at some events and try to get a good podcast, to get something worth putting together. Now, there are some vloggers out there, man, who, you know, they're team with it. You know what I'm saying? Or some people have people who come and film for them. You know what I'm saying? And they edit it. But the thing about it is, when you are a one-man team, one-man show, like pretty much what we do, everything that you see rolling, all of the graphics, the interview, prepping, getting the dialogue put together, all of that takes time, man. All of that takes time and energy. And the thing is, you always want to give the best product to your viewers.
Say
Viewers,
that again.
if you every click, every episode, every time those opening credits roll, man, we are sitting there with hours behind the scenes putting together the show so that we can give you a good product. I don't just want to throw nothing out there, some crap, and then say, here, eat this green eggs and ham. I want to put something together, man, that you can sit there and say, man, I enjoyed it. I enjoy when people sit there and send me a comment. Solo, a great show tonight, man. Great show tonight. Come on, man. I'm going to give you caviar. I'm going to give you a steak here and there, man. I'm going to give you some green eggs and ham. What the hell is that, man? Come on, man.
Hey,
You about to
hey,
get me
hey, hey,
started,
hey,
man.
hey, Solo, I'm guilty of that. Early on, I was guilty of that.
Yeah.
I
Walk in and sit
remember
right behind the keyboard and hit go live. Ain't shit prepared, man.
I have done that, and the thing of it is, it ended up, even though I rushed into it and uh, I hit go live, and I didn't have anything prepared, the people that were watching and the comments that they was making end up had me going, okay, straighten up, get it together, focus a
Right,
little bit more, see
right,
what they're saying,
right,
give them shout outs. And then
right.
I started doing a shout out Saturday because I was streaming my shows on Saturdays. So I
Mhm.
did start doing shout out Saturdays where I shout people out when they come on. You know, they make comments and I shout them out real quick, shout out their events. Um, so I was doing that, and that helped also help me develop a a a a program of or a that's not a program. What's the word I'm looking for? A um a regiment in
Mhm.
doing okay, I could add events to my show. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
And that's what I started doing. I do a little break and I'll add events in there so that, you know, those who are watching, they may not have seen those events on Facebook, you know,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
it's smothered with a lot of events on there. I barely get a chance to get all of them,
You can't
but
do it. You can't do
you
it, man.
can't.
It's too
You
much.
can't
It's
get them
too much.
all. You can't get them all, but the ones you can get, those who are watching will say, "Ooh, let me tell this club here that this show, this platform here highlighted their event," you know, stuff like that.
Let me ask this question. Let me ask this question. What do I always say about the MC set now? There is no different sets. There is no East Coast, West Coast. There is no Philly set. There is no Florida set, Texas set. It's just one big set now. I've ridden coast to coast. I remember a time where almost you nearly had to shake somebody's hand to sit there and say, hey man, what you got going on? Well, here's a flyer, brother. Here's a flyer. Come to our event. Well, let me get your number. Put your number in my book or put your number in my phone, and I'm gonna hit you up and keep you posted that I'm gonna come to your event. But now all you do is open up Facebook. You can see what's going on in Cali. You can see what's going on in San Diego. You can see what's going on in Washington State, Texas, Philly, Date, everywhere. You can see
Right.
with the click of a button. So now there's just one set. that little interaction that you used to get when you sit there and say, man, let me shake your hand, or I'm gonna come kick with you, you come kick with me off of face value. It's gone, man. It's gone. It's just one big set now. I just want to just put that out there. And if anybody agree with me or don't agree with me, kind of just put it in the comments.
Yeah, put it
And let
in
me
the
know.
comment.
Put
Put it
it
in
in
the
the
comment. We like
comments.
to know.
Yeah,
And
because
speaking of putting it in the comment, the link below on YouTube, that link below right there where it says subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. And when you go to K Solo, the podcast, right there at the bottom of his page, hit subscribe, hit follow, hit like, hit share.
I don't know, man. It seems like people are scared to hit the follow or subscribe button. It's free. I can't understand it. And if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. But at least go there and subscribe and hit the notification button. You may never know, something may come across your timeline that you may be interested in.
I
But
know.
I,
Hey,
but I, but I, but I do know this: people do go back and watch the videos, though. I do
I
know
know, right?
that. They may
Yeah, I
not
know.
watch you live, but they're gonna go back and
Okay.
click here, click there, click
And,
a little bit here,
and I
just
do
watch
that.
the
I
whole
even go
video and
back and
get it over.
sometimes watch my own videos just so I
Yeah.
can get those numbers up.
Yeah, but it ain't
Hey,
even about it ain't about the numbers. It's the information though, because sometimes and that's
yeah,
why I kind of like break it down the way that I do. Some of the information be so good that I just want to give nuggets of it, pieces of it to people that sit there and say, "Oh, okay, that's interesting. That's interesting." Or I didn't know that about this. I didn't know that about that. But the thing about it though is folks, if you subscribe, there's a lot of good information. And Tone Tea Time put it out, man. It's almost like a cycle. Sometimes you need fresh
mhm,
ideas, fresh
yeah,
flavor to it, something new to it, a different angle that people see it at, to come in and do a show for probably about 3 or 4 years and then say, okay, that's my time, because now I'm becoming redundant. Now I'm showing you the same thing, saying the same thing over and over and over. And I do know that the generation of new riders coming in rotates. You know what I'm saying? Every
right.
year there's a new crop of riders coming in, new people buying bikes, people turning 21, joining clubs, whatever the case may be. But at the same time, you become redundant. When you can look at an old episode and you're saying the same thing that you said during that episode, you're becoming redundant, man. But, it's just one of those things where join a good podcast, follow and stick with it, interact with it. You know what I'm saying? Come across the timeline and put comments down in it. And the host will appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? The host will appreciate that.
Definitely.
So what?
Definitely.
Okay,
Hey,
so okay. This is, let me answer that question from Shaquila. Okay, so if you remember, Shaquila, you would have to get on your Hayabusa and ride to California and meet somebody to sit there and say, okay, I'm gonna come back to California, or I'm gonna come to Arizona and be at your event, because they gave you a flyer. They gave you a flyer. You could look at that flyer, you put it in your pocket, or you put it in your saddlebag, or whatever the case may be, and you knew that club was doing something. It was almost like that region was doing something. But now with Facebook, you can just click on a button and see what's going on in Arizona. You can see what's going on in California. And if you want to kick it with them, you will. If you won't, you won't. That's what I mean. Now there's only one set. What happened in this set over here? There was a fight that happened over here. This club is beefing with this club, or this guy or this chick is doing something over here. Before, you didn't know that until you was actually went and visit that set. Now you can
mhm,
look at social media and you say, "Yep, I know about what's going on over here," and you ain't left the comfort of your own home.
I
That's
know,
what I say
right?
is one big set now, because at the click of a button, we can see everything that's going on in the United States dealing with motorcycling. Kansas City. How many people go to Kansas City from the East Coast? Now, I know you got Next Level and all them guys. Everybody ride. But before, you had to get on your bike. Ask Hero Benson. Hero Benson, them guys used to be on the highway to go visit places.
All right. So she said, okay, so you mean as far as events or communication?
Both.
Pretty much both.
Both.
Yeah, pretty much both, Bully, because you got people, they'll look at the events and say, "Oh, okay, this event is going on," and eventually they'll communicate through Facebook, text about, "Ooh, I'm gonna do my best to show up and everything." So there's your communication right there. Instead of trying to actually go there and physically hug on some necks, shake some hand and share some stories. That it has become far and few, in my opinion. And I'm guilty of part of that right now because I don't have my two wheels anymore. So I'm guilty of it. However, um, I believe that what I contribute to the set on this platform here is vital. It's informative. It's motivational. It's inspirational. And not to step on K Solo's toes, but I inspire to inform everyone. Um, so the inspiration part is what I thrive on doing. And that's the reason why I do this, because I want to inspire those who don't know about the OG story, those who don't know about this young lady's story. I've
Mhm.
had guests on my show that has been dealing with health issues, aka Candy Rain, who was part of a motorcycle club in Baltimore. God bless her soul. She's transitioned. She's now up in heaven. But she, in spite of her illness and everything, she always found time to spend with MC Love.
Mhm.
And that inspired me. That was, something that ah, touched me to my core, touched me and my wife, because she made some little wine things with, said king and queen on it. And she made me, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it says MC Love on it. Two coffee mugs, and I put them, the design she was doing, it was wearing off, so I end up just using it as a mug for, pens, hold my pens and stuff, because I didn't want to further damage it in the dishwasher or anything. But it's just certain things, and that communication is lacking because a lot of people don't go out and support the way I believe they should support. And that's just my opinion and my opinion only.
It's still
Um,
there. It's still there. I think it's still there. For the simple fact, I see a lot of movement. A lot of clubs are interacting. A lot of clubs are hitting the highways and getting a little bit further out now. I think clubs are enjoying riding again. I have to say that. I really think clubs are enjoying riding again. Um, people people are and I say this, they're wanting to travel that distance. They wanting that highway experience. They want to sit there and say, well, we rode from North Carolina to Dallas, Texas, or kicked it with this club here, and then we roll back, and all those memories that we made in between, when we do come back to the clubhouse, we're gonna sit and we're gonna talk and we're gonna laugh and enjoy that moment.
To answer your question, Bully, my mission statement is pretty much plain and simple. It is to inspire, to inform anyone who have a desire to be part of the motorcycle community, anyone that is already part of the community, what they can offer to someone else who wants to be part of the community. Some of the do's and don'ts, not necessarily protocols, because I don't like to get into the protocol stuff, but some of the do's and don'ts, the common do's and don'ts of what the motorcycle club or the motorcycle community can offer, if it's for you or if it's not for you. Reason why I do my show, good example. You are, as far as I'm concerned, you're the first African American female that owns her own motorcycle training facility. Not one, I think two, and if not two,
Maybe three.
I think it's
I think she's
three.
up to three now.
Yeah, I want to say
Yeah.
three. And that's inspirational to someone who's watching. There's another female that's out there, baby, like, 'cause that's saying, I want to be like her. I want to ride like she does, and I want to have my own business. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? So my show is to bring awareness to everyone to feel empowered, to lift them up, to just give them a positive outlook on the motorcycle community and not negative.
Yeah. Aspire to inspire, man. That's all I can
She
say.
asked you the same. She asked you the same question.
Yeah, I mean that's my mission statement. For my podcast, I enjoy highlighting in the unsung hero riders out there. And I believe that everybody has a legacy. You have a legacy, Shakila. And I will eventually get you on the show when you get some time because you stay busy. But the thing is, I like to find those
I've been lying with that too.
I like to find those riders, not your typical name riders where everybody know that okay, this person here, and I'm just gonna just use it. Everybody knows, say Big Sale. You know what I'm saying? Because Big Sale has built a name for himself, a reputation for himself, podcaster, rider, ground pounder, racer, the whole 9 yards. But then you will have somebody over here, small, that's still getting it in, maybe independent, maybe in a club, maybe retired, because at the 10, some people can retire, and then their focus changes from riding for that brand to riding for that brand. And I like to bring them on and share their inspirational stories. And that right there shows the other side of, oh, I'm a big bad biker. No, 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 no. We
No,
get out, we ride, we get out, and we see these quirky places like, Beartooth Pass, you know what I'm saying? Right there, Summit, 10,947 feet. You'll have some people that'll go right past it, not even go in there and take a look at it and just enjoy the beauty of the country. Those are the type of rides that I'm trying to ride. People that will inspire. People sit there and say, well, I'm going to get out and teach somebody how to do something or help them set up a route. That's what my podcast is all about. My whole motto is aspire to inspire. And if you do that, you'll definitely be legendary. And you're legendary. You know what I'm saying? You're a Titan Award recipient. Come on now. So for me,
how
that's
about
what my platform is set up and based off of. I try to stay out of the politics of the MC world. There's enough, platforms out there discussing that, and that gets messy. You know what I'm saying? So I try to keep it positive on my side. The people that I bring on, I want them to be positive. The question, the discussions, engaging. You know what I'm saying? And Big Sarge, shout out to Big Sarge, his I-10 to the end. When he bring people on, he want to hear about the journey. We want to hear about the inspiration, because what is that going to do? That's going to inspire somebody else to get out and want to ride. And that's my
Yep,
whole thing. What do you know
yep.
K Solo for? Damn, K Solo ride, he gets it in. And that's what I want other people to know, to get out there and do.
And because you get out there and ride so much, you were one of the one. Well, you already confessed to that. I've been trying to get you on my show for the longest before I even got this new stuff, and it's just God's timing. The timing was
Yeah,
right, and
yeah, yeah,
and it is what it is, and from what you told me, I inspired you to do what you're doing right now.
yeah,
So that
yeah.
that's what that's what my platform is about. It is, yours, your motto, inspire to
As-
aspire,
Aspire to inspire. That's it. Aspire to
aspire
inspire.
to inspire.
Yes.
That and I think that goes along, across the board, because that's all I want to do is motivate people, inspire them,
Yeah.
lift them up, inform them, because there's some information out there that they don't know about. Somebody may not know about, whether
Right.
they are in a club
Right.
or want to be part of the club,
Right.
of the community, of the NC community. So, I, Bully got another question here, I think. Have you considered live from the
Yes.
road
Yes.
shows?
Yes, Shakila. That is in the works for 2025. I will be taking my platform on the road, doing lives, attending events and stuff like that. Now, I don't have the equipment. You see what I'm saying? To really get a
Aha!
good
I
production.
can help you with that.
Oh, see,
I can
see.
help
But the thing
you.
is, it takes a production crew. Really, it does. And I'm always on my bike. So me sitting there saying, well, okay, I'm gonna pack up my production gear, my lighting, my sound, my cameras, my 4K camera. You can't be beating these things up. You know what I'm saying? To really
No,
sit there
you
and say,
can't.
well, okay, I'm gonna set up here and try to do a live. Like I say, some of these big podcasters that you see, um, they have that. People that you'll see that'll go and set up, they drive their vehicles. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna come on ground. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna enjoy my ride. I'm not gonna let this podcasting thing take away from my ride. So for
Hey,
me, I do plan to do that. I just need to get the right equipment so that I can hit the road with it, be able to set up and be able to fire out a good production where I could come in and say, hey, sit down here in the booth with me and let's do this. Let's podcast. Let's shoot this out live during this event.
I have done on locations before platforms before streaming gotten as big as it's gotten.
Right.
I used to go to the place called Half Note Lounge um, a while ago, actually about 5 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I would have various guests come, motorcycle clubs come in, and it was challenging because, like you said, to be able to set up. And what I did, I would have a laptop.
Mm-hmm.
The laptop would serve as the camera, but as I'm finding out, you can also hook up a camcorder to everything and make it work. So there's a way you can do it without carrying everything with you.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I get more and more information on it, I
But
I
but
got you. I
right,
got you.
but once again, that takes financing. That I mean, financial. That takes money to be able to do that. You see what I'm saying? It's we say sit there and donate or become a top tier donor to the podcast. That's so that we can hit the road with it. I don't have 100,000 followers where I'm making $2,000-$3,000 extra expenditure a month that I can sit there and say, okay, yeah, I got this extra $1,300 coming in off of me podcast, and I'm going to take that and go boom. You don't even make you don't even make money until you start hitting big numbers because you know it's just not there until you start getting those high subscribers, start getting those like hours in with social media now. I don't understand why it's so hard for us to support podcasters that's trying to give out good quality product. Maybe you don't like me, K Solo the Rider, but the person that I'm interviewing may be your partner.
The thing of it
Maybe
is,
somebody that inspire you. Come to the show and listen to what they got to say and say, offline, hey bro, I saw you on the podcast, man. What you said, or female lady, man, what you said really inspired me. And that's why I sent 30, 40 stars, or that's why I gave a cash app to the podcast because I appreciate them sending or giving that platform for you to share that information with me to
you
inspire me.
know, you know, um, you know, eh, I think a lot of people think that because if they give that donate, that it's not going to our platforms, it's going to go in our pockets. And you said
Mm,
so earlier, it doesn't go in our pocket.
no.
It's something and it's all part of the conversation. The work. It's
Yeah.
all part of the work so that we can continue to give you good shows. And to answer your question, Bully, um, because did you see her question? The last
Which one?
question she
No,
had,
no.
and
Which one was it?
not to give not to have a big setup live, but but you caught me on
Ground in Mississippi.
ground in
Just went live
Mississippi.
on location. Yeah. You're right. You're right. See, and that's what I want to do because it's live. It's in the field. It's right at the spur of the moment. It's great. It'll be great. I used to do that. And pop off. B Hoggin is a prime example of when I got out there and I was bumping into riders. I sit down with them and did a roadside interview, which was actually probably one of my best interviews. Where her and I just happened to be at the same gas station. But that's what I want to do when I hit the road. I will be doing that. But like I said, I just got to make sure that I have the right equipment to do that because I don't want to sit down with you and take that time of sitting down, getting that information, that passion of your ride, of your journey, and then getting home and it's like crap, I can't use it, or it's fuzzy or something didn't come out right. And then
Right.
putting up garbage and then we're not happy with it. So yes, as soon as I get it right, I'll be hitting the road with it. But it
Gotta
will
make
be
it to
it
it.
will be it will be this year though. It will be this year, and I will be making my rounds at certain events and stuff that I'm invited to. I tell people, hey, if you invite me to something, if you sit there and say, Solo, listen, I want you to come to this. This is boom, boom, boom. We got you. Hey, what's going on, Weasel?
Oh,
And
Weasel. Oh my
I
God.
know, right? And that's gonna happen. Weasel used to be
I
on
know.
the show, right?
Yeah, he's been on my show a couple of times.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, well, hold up. We're gonna go right back. I'm just gonna do a quick 30-second break. I'm not gonna do the events because that's too long. So I'm just gonna do a real quick break and we'll be right back, y'all. Y'all watching MC Love with my co-host. He's not a guest today, he's my co-host, Mr. K Solo. Be right back, y'all. Yeah, I had to do a little shameless plug. I had to do a little shameless plug. I had
Oh
my
man.
my
You
side,
you didn't give me
my
you
little.
didn't give me the little countdown, man. Had my headphones off. I'm drinking water.
I
I'm on
said
that
30
phone
seconds.
here picking my nose and everything. I know. I'm back on the big screen, man. I love it, man. Thank you for having me on.
Oh
It's
man.
not that often I get to relax and just kind of just enjoy the show instead of doing all the behind the scene work, man. I really appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you, man. Since day one, you've been genuine, you've been real, you've been frustrating.
Hey, folks,
No.
he would send me
Uh,
something. He would send me something. I'll look at it. I'm like, man, don't use that crap, man. Send that. Hey, man, fix this, man. Clean this up. He's like Solo.
but yeah, doing what we do, ladies and gentlemen, it's a love-hate situation. You don't like the headache that it brings you, but you love the final results that you get. Um, and I know for me, the results I get is when I check my inbox and I'll see a text or I see a comment from say Weasel. He just came in.
Hmm.
That's big for me. He don't always come on people's stuff that I know of. Or I might see something later on down the line where somebody go back and watch the show and they make another comment and I get a notification on it. Stuff like that, man. It's the result of how the show that we put together
Hmm.
affects someone out there
Hmm.
to like we always say, and it's the key word, to inspire them, to motivate them, to impact them, and to empower them. Those four elements right there. And I think that, when we see the results of how that affects someone, it's worth it.
Definitely.
And
Definitely.
I wouldn't change. A lot of times I've tried to give this up, y'all. I've tried to give this up, but you got people like, um,
Don't blame it on me, man.
um,
Swole guy,
you
how you
know,
doing,
this,
man?
this you got people like this guy that's sitting over here.
Wait a minute, that guy over there. Oh
What's going
man.
on, Swole? Um, you know, it's it's hard. It's hard to really
Right.
give up something that you enjoy doing, and I do enjoy doing this. Um, and it gives me pleasure and gives me honor to see Solo, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, man. It does me joy to see how you have taken your platform to a level that I believe far see mine. And, you know, it just does my heart good, man. And for me to be in the background working, doing
Oh yeah.
what I can
Oh
do,
yeah. Oh yeah.
it just oh I'm just giddy, man. And giddy, not gay, but giddy with ho ho ho, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's my
Yeah.
man. That's my man. you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, and you can do that, man, because you part of the team, man. You part of the team. I think everybody who even follow me, man, even just come on the podcast, comment, and sit there. When I see 40, 50, maybe 100 people on, looking at the channel, what's going on, and then go back and look at more people coming in later. Just like Swole couldn't catch me yesterday, but he'll go back and he'll look at
Right.
the show, another time, and I appreciate that. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know what I'm
So
saying? So
for me, man, it's growing. It's becoming a passion for me now that I enjoy doing because I enjoy sitting down with people. I'm not one of those outgoing people. You may think I am more of an introvert, but you know, sitting down and hearing people share their stories with me and say, Solo, you inspired me, motivated me through your rides, the places you've been, the pictures you've taken, camping out, going up to Prudhoe Bay, Alaska, and doing things solo. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
A lot of my rides have been solo. Now, Sharif and I, we got over 100,000+ miles in together, probably. But it's when I was out there by myself, daggone camping, having to make a campfire for the night, um, getting up in the middle of the night, hearing I don't know what the creature were, but they were pretty big, walking by the tent, making some weird, strange grunting noise.
Oh,
But
hold on. You mean something like this? Hold on a second. I hope it doesn't cut out audio out. Hold on.
man, yeah, yeah. I think I was at Lake Placid for that outing up there, and it was beautiful. The sunset was beautiful. Um, and after I got my tent set up, ate my little Subway sandwich, and bunked down for the night. And as soon as I got comfortable and relaxed, and the fire started to just crackle just a little bit as it was going out, I started hearing some. I'm like, oh shit, here we go. Here we go, man. Yeah, I got my little Roscoe with me. I'm like, what is this thing gonna do? but I love it though, man. That's just part of my journey, my adventure. Um, to me, that's that biker lifestyle that I always envision. Going out there. Whiteface, yeah, yeah, yeah. Weezer, you up there? Are you up that way? You probably been up there. I think you're in upstate New York, New Jersey somewhere. Where Weasel out of?
Weasel, I think, is local now. At least he used to be. He may have. I don't know, Weasel. Where are you now, Weasel? Put it in the comment. And Swole, I'll be more than happy to do something for you. Just hit me up, inbox me. Some details of what you're looking for, and we'll make it. I'll make it happen. You
Yeah.
know.
And just like when I interviewed Boldest Riders, man, uh, 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 um, I could really understand that journey, that experience of when they were saying, we were setting up and we had new guys that hadn't been out for the first time, and then looking at that picture when they're sitting around the fire smoking sticks and just kick back and enjoying, man. To me, I could go with those guys on any trip they're gonna be doing moto camping, man, and just enjoy it. I don't care if it rains, I don't care if it's cold or whatever it is, because it's the journey of it, man. All of it. Setting up, all of it, man. Tearing down, that's all part of it.
I love it when they just take the time out,
Mhm.
to be part of the show. You
Mhm.
know, when I had Swole on, Swole, you was in your car, if I'm not mistaken, right? When I did the interview with you,
Hey man,
if I'm not
hey,
mistaken, he was in
that's
his
his
car.
studio. That's his studio, man. That's when I go when I see him sit back, man. He be doing politics. I love
Yeah.
so keep doing that, man. I miss it when you don't be staring out, man. He be sitting back talking politics, showing it, man. I'm like, yeah, okay, in the studio. I like that, Swole.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. OG said he's up in Jersey.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, he's up in Jersey, but he's off the grind. He's off the grid right
Off the
now.
grid. I got you. I got you.
All right, let's see what's. Oh, okay. She got a paragraph going on here. I personally appreciate seeing unsung riders over over the cool kid clubs. I think the masses want the popular people, but the unsungs that ride uh circles around the uh cool kids or unknown subjects. Um give me an unsung rider any day. The cool kids, they'll have their moment, but
Oh
they need
yeah.
to learn.
Oh yeah.
They'll
Oh yeah.
they'll need to learn.
Oh yeah.
Let me get the unsung,
Yeah. Yeah.
AKA unsung, AKA mileage bully,
Yeah.
unsung, AKA OG, unsung, AKA the boldest riders.
Yeah.
Those are unsung, and I say they unsung, not that because they're not known, because their story hasn't been told.
Yes. Come on, man. Come on now. Come on now.
So
Thank you, Shaquila.
yeah,
I really have enjoyed your questions tonight. You've been right on the money.
I
Uh,
know, right?
I love it. Thank you. I appreciate those questions. Sometimes people don't understand why we do this, and it's not about the money. It's not about the attention. None of that, because I still go places where people don't know me, and I don't go sitting there thumping my chest. I'm K Solo the Rider. I've done this. And shit, I met Traveling
I
Tall. Traveling Tall didn't even know who I was, man. I just, hey man, it's good to meet you, man. I seen you, and then took a picture with him and I left. And that was it, man. Yeah, come on, man.
I'm trying to get Traveling Tall on my show. I'm trying to get Ricky Gaston, trying to get him on the show. Um, I was trying to get Angie Dickinson, but I think she's off the grid now, so
Yeah, Mr. Walker,
I can't get her.
Mr. Billy Walker was talking about Ricky and all that he's done, man. So yeah, I would love to
Yeah.
start getting some of the legends from years past to come on in so people can hear about them, man.
Mhm.
Because I say this a lot about the new generation. When club members come in to a club, of course, they go through the prospecting phase from 1 month to a year. They go through the prospecting phase. They're learning the club, they're learning riding, they're learning MCing. When they put that full patch on, a lot of them only begin at that moment. They are full patch of saying, "This is what I know. This is what I've learned. I'm learning every day, meeting these people, right?" Because the prospect, their heads down, should be down. Once they full patch, then they come up, they can ask questions, But it's the
Mhm.
people, it's that past generation. There's people now that's riding. If you say, well, have you ever heard of K Solo? Have you ever heard of Shaquilla Boots? No,
Right.
I haven't. Because the thing is, man, is you will cycle out. You will cycle out. And that's why I've been looking for some of those older riders, some of those people like Mr. Billy Walker. He was the co-chair for the National Bikers Roundup for so many years. And it was a great episode just to hear him come talk about when he rode his club, the whole 9 yards. I want people
I
to remember that.
I want to have a question answer show where I have a young rider who wants to be in the club and have questions, and have an OG answer his questions. I want to have that kind of setting on here one day, and I'm searching for those candidates that can offer wisdom.
Right.
He'll tell them what they should do to their bike before they go for a long ride, what they should do, when they are interacting with other clubs, older clubs, you know, just the whole gambit.
My brother, I love you, but you know what I got to do.
Oh, it's that time. Oh, shoot. It's that time. Hey, y'all. Thank you guys, everybody. Thank you,
No,
thank
no,
you,
no.
thank
You
you,
keep
thank you.
going. You
Hey,
keep going, man. You keep going. Just kick me
I gotta
out,
go.
man.
Hey, look, I gotta go too because I gotta take care of the missus. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and kick you out. Go ahead and do what you gotta do. I
All right.
thank you again. I appreciate you. And
Anytime. Anytime.
hey, catch you next time. Same here, man.
Right.
All right.
All right.
All right. Um, so yeah, what was I lost some train of thought. Yeah, okay. So it's pretty much time to go. Um, and I thank you guys. I thank everybody from the questions. You guys just, popping in, popping out. Those of you who are watching on Facebook, on my MC Love channel on Facebook, I apologize that I can't see your comments. Moving forward, you may just have to come over to Ustream, YouTube, and make your comments there. That way I can recognize who's watching and who isn't. Those who have been on here on YouTube, Mileage Bully, Swole, OG, Hot from K92. Appreciate you guys coming on here. And we'll see you guys on the next one. I've got a guest coming on next week, and it's all about the juggling act. So you guys will see the promotion on that. And I hope to see you guys and many more as you subscribe, like, share, and follow. And hit that notification bell too so you can get notified when MC Love is going to be back on. I'm not going to end with the prayer today because I'm running late. And yeah. So until the next time, guys, I will holler at y'all and see y'all later. Till the next time, burn rubber and not your soul.